2, 1.
This drone is similar to thousands of others that will soon be buzzing over U.S. soil. Its flight path diligently guided by GPS. But watch what happens when Todd Humphreys and his team from the University of Texas punch a few keystrokes into this computer.
2, 1, capture.
The drone goes wildly off course, now receiving instructions not from GPS, but from a transmitter that sends false signals to the drone's navigation system, a so-called spoofer. The effect is so dramatic, a safety pilot with a radio control has to save the drone from crashing.
Spoofing a GPS receiver on a UAV really is just another way of hijacking a plane.
If that sounds shocking, it's because it is. With this experiment, Humphreys has illuminated a gaping hole in the government's plan to open up U.S. airspace to GPS-guided drones.
And in 5 and 10 years, we've got 30,000 of these drones inhabiting the national airspace. Each one of these could be a potential missile to use against us.
Until now, GPS-guided drones have been limited mostly to the battlefield in places like Iraq, Afghanistan, and Yemen, or patrolling our southern border. Earlier this year, Congress ordered the FAA to come up with rules to allow drones to fly broadly over U.S. soil by 2015. They could be used for law enforcement, monitoring transmission and pipelines for utilities, even pilotlessly delivering packages across the country. The founder of FedEx has said he wants a fleet of cargo plane-sized drones in the air as soon as possible. The reason why this is of such concern is because as these drones become more and more integrated in U.S. airspace, there won't be a controller with a joystick backing them up. They'll rely almost exclusively on a GPS radio to get from point A to point B. A radio that can be hacked.
What if you could take over a drone that's up there just delivering FedEx packages and use that as your missile? That's the same mentality that I'm sure the 9/11 attackers had.
The government is acutely aware of the problem. Last week at the White Sands Missile Range in New Mexico, officials from the FAA and Department of Homeland Security watched as Humphreys' team repeatedly took control of a drone. DHS is attempting to address the problem through its Patriot Watch and Patriot Shield programs, but so far the effort is in its infancy. Humphreys cautions that unless the government can eliminate this vulnerability, it should put on hold any plans to open U.S. skies to unmanned aerial vehicles.
It just shows that the kind of mentality that we got after 9/11, where we reinforced the cockpit door to prevent people hijacking planes, well, we need to adopt that mentality as far as the navigation systems for these UAVs.
Otherwise, says Humphreys, the government may only give terrorists another tempting target to go after.
Success, guys!
In Austin, Texas, John Robbins, Fox News.